time at Dish with D. That's me. Seems like Wednesday's the vlog day here. I'm doing a lot of my sit down vlogs here on Wednesday, so I say keep up the trend, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So 1 week from today, we are gearing up for our Just Follow the Plan challenge. So yes, because next Wednesday is September 1st. I don't know about you, but I'm done with summer. I am not a huge lover of summer. I don't hate it. It's just not something I love. I love fall and spring. But you say, hey D, you're off in the summer. You should love it. You know, honestly, being off all summer is a bit overrated. It's a long time, I think. You know, it's long. I think it's too long. But yeah, that's a whole other video. This video is going to be centered on good is enough. Good is enough. Some people put their expectations up here, and it's high. You can't put yourself too high when you're over here. Wasp alert. Your expectations, don't get met as well, and then that leaves, when you have your expectations this high and you don't meet them, the fall is quite long. So if I keep my expectations here and then build every time, you climb the mountain. That is what I want for you. I want you to climb the mountain, making good choices, changing little things at a time. Eventually, they will lead to big results. Will it happen overnight? No. I say that all the time. I think that's something we have to put out of our head. Stop thinking it's going to happen in a certain amount of time. We're older gals. And things don't happen as quickly as they used to. They don't. The weight loss doesn't come off. It just doesn't. So you have to stop expecting it to. I know it's a hard thing because it's something that you're going to have to learn. And that's why I'm trying to do these vlogs and this message. And just when you're part of the Facebook group, you're seeing my life and how I adapt. And that's what I want you to see, because I get a lot of people comment wow, and it's it makes sense after a while. And that's what I want. I want it to make sense. I don't want you to sit there and expect everything to happen in months, because sometimes it's going to take maybe a year, maybe two. It took me over 2 years. And what I want to say about that is, what else was I doing? I made simple changes. I didn't ever suffer. I didn't ever sit there and be sad because I'm like, oh, yeah, I might not have had a big weight loss, but I enjoyed my week. And if you're not enjoying it, there's something wrong. You're not going to stick to it. You're just not. If you're sitting there denying yourself everything, say you want chocolate or something sweet, we'll say chocolate or candy, and I'm just going to have a piece of fruit. FYI, fruit is, yes, sweet, but it does not take the place of chocolate or a sweet treat. I'm going to tell you that it doesn't. You could sit there and tell yourself, but the reality is you didn't hit that note. So you're sitting there eating your fruit, thinking you're okay, but then down the line you're not, because the next time you have it, it's not going to hit that. And you're going to sit there and be unsatisfied and unfulfilled. And that leads down that path that we don't want to go. So that is why I have a list of things. I have good is enough, perfect is overrated. That's what this video is going to be called, because it is overrated. Because guess what? You may be perfect for a week, maybe 2, but in the long run, you can't maintain that. It's unrealistic to even try. But can I be good? You can be good. You can absolutely be good. And sometimes good is enough. And it's something you will learn over time. This is not going to take 2-3 weeks. It's going to take a few months for you to get the gist of all of this. But with the more I vlog, the more we talk, the more we meet, the more you listen, and don't even, sometimes just sitting back and putting a pair of headphones on, doing a walk and listening to these talks helps. It gets in your mind, and then you say, I want to be good. I don't want to be perfect. Because again, if you want something bad enough, you're going to find a way to get it. And then I make what I like to call hacks. It's just a way to make something with the same flavor profile, but nearly not as many points. Yes, I use things like sugar-free puddings and protein powders and pancake mix and Built bars and Neo bars and I mean, things that are high in protein. And I make, you see the desserts I make and the cookies and stuff that I make. Protein cookies with pancake mix is fabulous. They hit the note that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a cookie. Yes, it's made with pancake mix, but is it just as good? It hits the note I'm looking for. If I sit there and not have anything, and you could sit there and say, well, you can buy like real cookies and just have half. I don't know about you, but half never works when something like that. So I like to have, volume. Now, sometimes, like, if I'm splitting a dessert, I'll have, like, that's another big thing, splitting something with somebody. I'm not a splitter, I'm not a sharer, but I've learned over this course of time that I can be a sharer. Because wouldn't I want to have part of something than not something at all? Well, Dee, you just said, we're talking about a big ass piece of cake. We're not talking about a cookie, because I'm not eating half a cookie. But a quarter of a third of a piece of cake, I can do. I can do it on plan too, because it's not as many points. There was a cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory. It was, we went there for lunch, and of course at the Cheesecake Factory you have cheesecake. You do. If you're not, then why are you at the Cheesecake Factory? But the one I wanted was 85 points a slice. Even half, that would have been 46, 47 points. I didn't have that kind of points. But they had a low carb cheesecake that was 27 points a slice. So half of that was 13 points. Well, I can do 13 points because I had points saved because I knew we were going to the Cheesecake Factory. So yeah, was it as good as other cheesecake? I don't really know. But was it a good cheesecake? Hey, it's at the Cheesecake Factory. It's got to be a freaking good cheesecake. It was really good. They had nuts in their crust. It was delicious. Now, honestly, had I had the regular next to it, I might have had a different answer. But we didn't. We split it. So I was able to enjoy a half a piece of cheesecake. And honestly, I think I only had a third because I had if you've never been to the Cheesecake, squirrel on this one. If you've never been to the Cheesecake Factory, they have a great light menu. Oh my gosh. And I'm noticing restaurants are making a trend to that because, like, look at the heart healthy. Most of your Asian restaurants have a heart healthy menu, which is sauce on the side. It's genius. You can control how much sauce, because let's face it, on our plans, the chicken and the protein is 0, the vegetables are 0, and if you're on purple, the rice is 0. So all you have to count is that sauce on the side. And you can control how many tablespoons you put on. So I go out sometimes, and this one Chinese Asian restaurant has that, and I always get it, and it's delicious. So I mean, that's how I roll. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes if I am jonesing for something else, I just have that, because if you want it bad enough, and let's face it, we're out there spending money. Do you want to leave that restaurant feeling unsatisfied? You don't, because you've just spent how much, and you're going like, this is, because if it's not what you wanted, you're not going to enjoy it. And then you go home all pissed off because you didn't enjoy your meal that you spent $30-some for, and you go home and you eat something that you didn't plan for. That's what that leads into. So that is why I'm trying to say, find a way to fit it in, find a way to make it lower in points, and hit the note you're looking for, because you are going to find a way to eat it. Because unsatisfied people make bad choices. I know that because that's me. And I've learned over the years that if I don't hit the right note, I'm going to still be looking for it. So that is, one of my biggest tips is either find a way to make it lighter, find a way to fit it in, share it with somebody, and when you're at a restaurant, you could order things to your liking. You could say sauce on the side, you could say dressing on the side. Restaurants are there to help you, and waitresses are really good, and they will make sure you get what you want. So don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to go out. I always say that. I don't like when people don't want to go out. I was that person back on original Smart Points. I didn't like going out, but now on blue and purple, I go out all the time. I'm not afraid to eat out. Eating out's not going to hurt me, and knowing like those tips of those 0 point foods are what I go to when I'm eating out. So okay, remember, we're just following the plan. There's no bells, there's no whistles, there's no muss, there's no fuss. There's just following the basic plan. Because I think a lot of us don't do that. We try to do, again, we try to be up here. Just try to be here for a while, and then you can move up. Just do the basics. The basics will get you weight loss. Can we talk about eating our daily points? I say this all the time. Why do people go in there and undercut their points? You could sit there and say, I'm eating enough 0-point foods, but are you? Are you? Are you meeting your protein goal? You should be. A woman with weight loss needs to eat over 100 grams of protein a day. Are you hitting that? I think not. I know I'm not. So if I'm not, I know you're not. So try to make those things a priority. Make protein a priority in your day. The urge. Do you ever have an urge and a yearn for something? Right now, my obsession is granola. I don't know why. I am obsessing about it. And that's never good for me because I don't get that you don't care because you want it. So I'm trying to find a way to get it in lower points. I ordered some Julian Pro granola. If you happen to want to order that, let me know. I have a link. I can get you 10% off. But I'm also trying to get some rolled oats. And I'm trying to toast them. I haven't done it yet. Maybe today. We'll see if I have time. Actually, I'm going to Kohl's, but I want to toast them and add some cinnamon and some vanilla and some sweetener. And a quarter cup is 2 points. So I can make just a quarter cup of just oats, toasted oats, to be my granola. I'm going to leave out the nuts because, again, I'm trying to keep it as low in points as I can. And if I can get it to be crunchy and have that, then I'm hoping it'll satisfy. But I ordered the Julian because I could have a half a cup for 2 points. Truth be told, I like volume. You don't know that about me? Yeah. I'm a volume eater. I like to see big. Give me something this big, it's not going to do it. It's just not. And I feel deprived because I'm sitting there, this is what I'm eating. Yeah. No, I want to eat something that I want to know that I'm eating and I'm satisfied. Because let me tell you something like this doesn't satisfy D. Why I make hacks. I already said that. Expectations. Keep your expectations realistic. Don't sit there and say, I want to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. Because you know what? If you don't meet those expectations, you're going to think of yourself as a failure. And say you only lost 35 pounds in 6 months. Does that make you a failure? No, it doesn't. But I didn't reach my 50 pounds. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we aim too high. We have to aim realistically. But you see other people doing it. Well, she's doing it. Why can't I do it? She's not you and you're not her. And never the two shall meet. So I try to keep instilling that. This is your journey, and we want to make it tailored to you. Like sometimes we have to find things. Like for me, it was muffin recipes, mug recipes, things in a mug. I can get one and done. If I can make a little cake muffin or a cheesecake that's just one, and I'm satisfied, and it's not sitting there. Because let me tell you something. If I make a whole cheesecake, like the Weight Watchers, not that it's bad, but I don't want to continually to eat it all the time. And if it's there, I'll eat it every day. And not that there's anything wrong with eating it every day. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to do it. So if it's not there, I can't eat it. And with me, I like to change up every day that I eat. I always have a different breakfast. I always have pretty much the lunches can be the same. They can be different. They're very basic. And the dinners are always different. You know, keep things fresh. You know, find ways to like bake. I love eggplant parm. Well, if you air fry your eggplant, it's really low in points and it's just as good. My family likes it even better than my air fried eggplant. Who knew? But when you try something new, a new preparation, and you just experiment, that's another thing I want to instill. Trying things, try foods, try different ways to make them, try different herbs, try different things. Be inventive. If you're not a person, I don't like to be in the kitchen, I don't like to cook, I get that. But what I will say, when you're in the kitchen, and I don't want you being in there all day because nobody needs to be there all day, but when you make your own food, you could eat more. You could buy those lean cuisines. They're 9 points and you get this much food? I don't know about you, but that's filling a thimble. I like to make my own version of lean cuisine and, just cook my chicken, cook my rice, cook my vegetables, and I get a whole hell of a lot more. And that's satisfying, and that's keeping me on plan, and I want to keep you on plan, and that's how you do it. That's the bad news. Yeah, I think you should cook. I think you should be a little bit more adventurous in the kitchen and come up with things. That's, that's my takeaway here. Good is enough. Do not strive to be perfect, because only Jesus was perfect, because we're not. So to sit there and put those expectations on yourself is just setting yourself up for failure. Set ourselves up for success. And if you're not part of my Facebook group, there's a link down below, Dish with These Crew. Join us there. There's a lot going on in that group. There's a lot shared. I would love to have you part of it. It doesn't cost you anything. This whole challenge doesn't cost you anything. This is totally free. I'm just doing it to motivate myself. I need to get 4 pounds off because I'm still above goal. Again, I'm only trying to get to goal. I'm not trying to get under goal because, again, unrealistic for me. I need to get those 4 pounds and just, hover there, and that's where I need to be. Maybe I think the powers that be are saying you need to be a little bit bigger than that, Dee. But, I'm going to get those 4 pounds off, and I'm hoping, like I said, I'll be out of summer mode. I'll be back to school, back to routine, back to structure for me. And I've learned that I need more structure. Maybe I should start working in the summer. I don't know. If Trader Joe's would come down there, I'd work there in a hot minute. Can you imagine? I could vlog from Trader Joe's. Dish with D here. After hours at Trader Joe's. Let's see what's new on the shelves. That would be fun. So that is it. I hope you join me. What do you have to do? Nothing. You just have to be subscribed to my channel and part of my Facebook group. That is it. If you don't have a Facebook, email me and let me know you want to be part of it, but you don't have a Facebook. Because I know some people don't have Facebook. Sometimes I understand why. I do. But you don't need a Facebook. You can just email me, and this way we will create an email list, and I could send out little blurbs to you. So if you're just email only and don't do or Instagram, I'm on Instagram as well. You can follow me there. We can connect there. I do TikTok now. Oh God, don't even ask about that. But you should be following me on Instagram. I post what I eat in a day in my stories, and TikTok I do some fun hacks. I do some fun recipes. I'm going to be giving Weight Watcher tips on there. Somebody suggested that. I thought that was a great idea. So I'm going to be giving Weight Watcher tips and tips. Actually, I shouldn't say Weight Watcher tips. Weight loss tips, because Weight Watchers, they're branded. I'll give some weight loss tips on TikTok. So you should follow me there as well. And if you know anybody that could use my advice, to share my channel, share my TikTok, share my Instagram, invite them to the Facebook group. Feel free. The more the merrier. Anybody that needs a challenge, needs just to keep it simple, keep it good. This is the place for it. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week for our kickoff video. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out my channel. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that helps out my channel as well. And I would love for you to leave a comment. Comments, thumbs up, and thumbs down is interaction, and YouTube really the analytics really helps my analytics out, and it helps them promote my video. So if you want me promoted, and I hope you do, that would be wonderful. Like I said, if you know anybody in your Weight Watchers group or your Facebook group or a group that you belong to that could need some inspiration and some extra support, you always know you can share my stuff. There's always a share button down there. You can always share my URL. I would appreciate it. The more people, the merrier. And like I said, totally free. Doesn't cost anybody anything. So let's do this, shall we? Have a great day. We will dish another day, folks. You got this. I got you.